Hola, buenos dias. Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Andy Weston, resident all solar systems, planets, intelligent from the galactic system of the energy core. I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers. You guys are amazing. We're going through this tremendous force again. It's constantly going through its continuous flow, which is amazing. So again, thank you very much for subscribing to my channel as I keep you informed what's going on through the galactic system. And for all you new viewers out there, please don't hesitate to watch my videos. You get a lot of information that's going on right now because we're going through a lot through the matrix and the grid systems. So today we're going to do some diagrams, and basically what today is all about is to understand yourself through your significant self, through your definitive self, through your higher self, through your galactic self, is to know exactly where you resonate from when you come through a dream awakening. And when you dream awake, you automatically come through a planet solar system of its systems. So it's very important to understand where you are from and what planet. So I'm from the planet Lemuria. Okay. So basically what it is a triangle. Okay. And then it's another triangle. Okay. So it's kind of like this. It's kind of like that. Okay. Now, basically, if you know the shape of your planet, because it resonates on so many different power centers, and everything in the middle is the activation. We've gone through that through the cross-referencing, right? Cross-reference. Okay. So far, right? Now, the planet Lemuria is basically emotional planet. Emotional planet. And the reason why that is because it's very connected to Mother Gaia. Okay, Mother Gaia is the center of everything. Okay. Mother Gaia. Okay. Emotional planet, Mother Gaia. Okay, always in the center. She resonates all around Lemuria. Okay, same with Atlantis. Atlantis is a commanding, strong force system planet. So basically, I brought back the two planets that subsurfaced through its waters continue fell 150,000 years ago, I guess. And it went into the waters of continuum because I think I said that too when I was platituding where I came from Lemuria. Hi, Janet. Hi, Anna. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Kayla. How's it going, guys? Yeah, I'm just doing diagrams right now, so just bear with me here. I'm just talking about planets and how very important it is to understand where you come from, your systems, so you get a better idea and more knowledge of who you are and what planet you resonate from. So, about Lemuria, it's an emotional planet. Okay, it's very connected to the female side. Okay, there's female and male. Atlantis is a male. So we have to have connections where Atlantis has to get the female side, the male and the female. Male and female side. Okay, you have to understand, you have to have both. Okay, so they both have to resonate around the male and the female side, male and female. Okay, and the reason why that is because it's connection to your ego system. So with Lemuria, it's a planet that has its own island, and it's connected through everything through its data processing. And the planet system has its own power connect energy force, which is the activation. So that's where the power comes from. That's where you resonate from. And understanding your planet, you understand your intelligence, and you understand your galactic family a lot better. So, but it's a triangle upwind. So it's two south winds and one back cross. And then it's two downwinds and one forward cross. So that's what it looks like right now. Okay. And the activation, that's where the power comes from. Now, understanding your power is information. Okay, everything is always centered. Energy and information. Energy info. Let's just start there. Okay, energy info. Okay, and remember, everything is always centered, always, because everything in space continuum is perfect once it's aligned through its calculation and modifications of its mass and volumes, and everything through its acceleration where it comes into activation through the harmonic system. Extremely important to know these things. But Lemuria is a fascinating planet. It has the male and the female dominance of the power energy source. So it's connected in all wires and shapes and forms. Okay. So basically, Mother Gaia has her full winds of her transformation lights. Okay, transformation lights, which is her third eye. Third eye. Okay, third eye, right here, center. So once you get the significance on that, then you get a better idea where you resonate from. So try to understand if you know what planet you're from, because everybody's awake right now and they're in their solar connect energy vibes through their connection of their energy fields, energy cycles, through everything through body and ego systems. So they're all connecting on their waving lengths. May of Gold, how you doing? Kayla, how's it going? Question for Kazakh Records. Darlene, welcome to my channel. When we focus upon something, how quickly can it manifest? Focus comes on everything of understanding through your body and ego systems. It's understanding how to use the mind and the brain, because the mind has to collaborate with the brain and it has to open its frequencies through its intelligence. So basically, this is what it is. But I want to show you exactly. I'll show you one more picture, but this is what it looks like. Okay, that's my planet Lemuria. Okay, and understanding everything around it. Okay, so try to get an idea what planet you're from, because when you awake, you should know. And everything that's given to you is energy through its data processing, through its upgrades and its uplinks and its downloads. So your question, Darlene, to focus. Okay, let's say you got a picture. Okay, let's say it's a square, a rectangle square. Okay, like this. Okay, that's what your perception sees, right? That's a rectangle. Now, the higher self communicates like this. Okay? Now, when he communicates, he has to understand what's going on through the dimension. Okay? It's the only way he can communicate with anything of its intelligence. So when it's communicating, it's using its brain frequencies. Brain frequencies. Okay, brain frequencies. He's using his brain frequencies, okay? He's using mind telepathy. Now, those have to connect. So you got the brain and you got the mind. They have to connect. They have to have partnership. Mind connects to the brain. Okay, once it connects to the brain, mind connects to the brain. Okay? The galactic higher self is communicating through its waves. Now, this is where you have to understand patterns. So basically, when what it's doing, remember I was telling you about the Psyp Ops. It's shadow shifting its winds and it's changing coloration. Okay, so now it's forming into what it really is. So it's not just a rectangle, it's a cube. Okay. So once that cube activates, it has its center. You activate its center, cross reference. Okay, like that. Okay. You guys with me so far? And then the galactic higher self uses communication waves. And the rectangular cube communicates back. And after it communicates back, it connects with the mind and the brain of the galactic higher self. So they both connect. So that's what it looks like. These are the waving patterns going into the rectangular cube box, okay? Now, once that cube box comes into focus, it is now in a line dividing of an alignment of a dimensional realm. Okay? So now you see the lines. Everything's connected. Okay? That's what I mean by focus. You have to understand how to use the mind and the brain to visualize its focus. So once you have its focus, you use the point centers. You guys should know all this. This is way back in my videos. Okay? Point centers. Remember the point centers? Each one is a dimensional realm through its parallel. Everything through its paraphrasing, where it's subdividing its line formations. Subdividing. Now, once that's in focus, you use the alignments through the dimensional realms. Okay. Once you use that, everything in its focus goes into a dimensional realm of its levels. So once this is activated, this automatically goes into, remember the plasmasium force? It opens up, it goes into dimensional realm. Okay. Okay, so once it's activated, it goes into a dimensional realm. And now it becomes electronic cube. Okay, this is going forward now. Okay, I'm always moving forward here. That electronic cube has electronic interference now around its box, like this. Okay, that's electronic interference communicating with the galactic higher self. And also the galactic higher self has communication waves around his body, his protection grids. Once you understand the galactic energies that go into you, you understand everything through its solar surface. So it's now connecting on its level. Okay, and that's what I mean by focus. Once it comes into focus, then you understand the matrix and how to use a cube into a dimensional realm through the subdividing of the mind and the brain frequencies that connects to the brain. So, is everybody understanding? Darlene, does that help you out? But that's what it is. Okay? That's how you get it into focus. Okay? It's all about understanding communication waves. Okay? Communication waves. It's so important to know these things because that's the only way they connect, right? And once they understand, sorry, communication waves right here. See? It's communicating now. Okay, once it communicates back, it forewinds down. Okay, it doesn't matter where it's going to be, but understanding that through the mind and the brain, telekinesis comes in. So after the galactic higher self activates the cube that's in a dimensional realm through the subdividing, it uses telekinesis. And this is exciting. Watch this. This is what happens. It moves all those point centers. Okay? All those point centers. This is fascinating. Okay? To another level of a higher frequency. And that's how it becomes very powerful. Okay? So everything line divides. Everything connects. Okay? So understanding connection is everything to its cube. Okay? So basically what he's done right now is he's got his focus, he's got his dimensional box, okay, his cube. He point centered everything through its dimensional rounds, through the subdividing of the brain and the mind frequencies. And now he's allocated through another location. So he's taken that dimensional cube into a higher frequency. See? That's the cube right there. So it's moved to a higher frequency level of a dimensional realm. Okay? So higher dimension. Higher dimension. Frequency. Okay? Higher dimension frequency. So now that cube stays in that location for communication of its waving signals. So that's when every time we want to connect with that, we know exactly where the location is. Let's call it the Rubik's Cube. So it becomes a waving signal of a radio signal. Okay. Radio signal. Okay, so that's what it looks like there. Radio signal. Okay, right here. So whenever we need to communicate with a dimensional realm through a higher dimension of its frequency, it becomes a radio waving signal. Okay? That's what it is. But everything's connected through the communication waves of patterns. Put that there. Because everything through its numbers and shapes becomes patterns, right? Communication waves of patterns. So that's your answer to that question of focus, is to understand the mind and the brain, how it works, and how you bring the two together to get focus. So anyway, so how's everybody doing? I just feel like drawing today. There's a lot going on though, but once you understand the planet system, you know, it's very important to realize that everybody resides in a planet solar system. And once they know how to activate their power, and once they understand their galactic family, and once they understand their energy information, that's where things can start connecting with its focus. So let's see. Okay, everybody's got questions here. How's everybody doing, by the way? Morning, Janet. Morning, Anna. Darlene. Kayla. May have Gold. The hurricane is not hitting my area as bad as yesterday. That's because I changed the divisional cycles through its atmospheres. I corrected all its electronic interference. I told you, I control the atmospheres. If I can control the dimensional Earth, okay, and its vibration, because it has protection grids right now, and we got over 10,000 galactic higher selves. I have over 600 chakra formations in my body right now, in my systems. Now, one thing I have to tell everybody is that it's no longer a chakra formation. It's becoming a pixelization through its reality of its multiverse through a computer source. A computer source is a connection source through its allocation of communications of communication waves and computer analytical systems. So you remember how I was telling you everybody is a pixel and everything creates through its shape and its activation through its harmonic system? Well, I'm becoming a shape of its harmonic system, which means I'm getting full connection waves. I've gone past the chakra formations, and I've also gone past the galactic system. And my glowing recognition of its force recognition is high rising on so many different levels right now. So But yeah, it's just everything through its activation right now is south wind, north winds, east wind, and west wind. Now, there was questions about, does it affect negativity if you go back with the northern, western, east, and southern? No, these are just atmospheres. You have to understand traveling mechanisms with the higher self and the galactic higher self, because every day I travel, okay? And that's why I say north wind, south wind, east winds, west wind. So it depends on what planet system I'm on, or because it's in, everything is geographical systems through the matrix of its grid systems, through the hydraulics and chemical systems. The chemical systems is colorations, where you're diffusing mechanisms and higher sources of mixtures. So this is where you come into heat mixtures. This is where you come on to electric energy defense. Everything's getting complicated now. But I'm just showing you that I've gone way past the chakra formations, because, my chakra formations are now related to shapes and understanding everything through its dimensions and where they come from. There are so many particles of energies of elements through the chakra formations. So, but I just wanted to share that with you. Tired, eh? Reflection? Yeah. I see. Trisha, welcome back. I think I'm connected to my geometric shape, a triangle. Well, if you're connected to full waves of its lengths and its communication of its patterns and everything through its harmonic systems. Way to go, Trisha. May of Gold. Is that what the cubes are trying to emulate in the black cube? Perhaps. Anything through communication is understanding everything through its waving patterns, and everything through the mind and brain frequencies. Now, once you get full focus and understanding how to communicate with its radio signals, that's the only way it can change its coloration. You'll know for a fact if your perceptions are in focus. If they're in focus, then you understand you can change the coloration, but you have to be partnership with all electronic interference. Okay? Because everything resides in patterns. So it's very important to know these things. But if you're seeing black and you're seeing white, you're getting connected with your higher self of its life formation and space continuum of its communication. That's just an energy source. People that are following Kaba, black cube, or whatever that is, that's a definitive source where there's no negativity of a black cube. So I don't know where you got your information there. There's no negativity in space. There's no negative cubes or anything like that. So information I give to you is all positive, nothing but positive. So, but really, really you have to understand your third eye too. Third eye is very important, because that is the connection to Mother Gaia, Father, archangels, and angels. Everything through its ground formations, its atmospheres, its cloud formations, galactic solar sun planet star systems, galactic moon star systems, and everything through its connection and energy waves of its patterns. So anybody that's following something is obviously, it's a construction of a negative source, and that black source, like I said, everything in space continuum is only positive, and all things in space continuum, the galactic system, shape themselves through their activation codes, through their harmonic systems. Everything is calculated and modified through its location of its string theory, and then it becomes infinity 8, which is all intelligence. Like I said, 12 with points within its center. So it's all about understanding patterns. You have to understand patterns in radio signals. But I really want you guys to get an understanding of what planet you guys are on and understand your shape. Okay? That's very important to understand your shape, because this is my planet. Okay? And everything around it. Now, if you know a basic understanding of your planet, then you're on your way to success. Physically going around the black cube, are they trying to make something positive and to bring it into third D for negative energies? No. Everything through its space, okay, is positive. There's no doubting system in space, okay? So if you're three-dimensional and you're seeing a cube, you're just going to see a cube for what it is. You're not seeing it line dividing through its alignments. Okay, so you're not seeing it like this. Okay, so basically, this is what I mean by communication. Everything has a center, like I said before. So this is the third three-dimensional. He's using his communication waves. Okay. Now he's trying to bring this into focus. Okay, like I said my last structure of its diagram. So it kind of looks like this, right? So he's trying to figure out how to put this into dimension. Okay. So if you're 3D, you're going to just see a basic. I'm going to downwind here. You're just going to see a box like that. Okay. But what you want to see is this, right? See the difference? So once you communicate with that, you understand the box is not a box. Its alignments, it's subdividing through a dimensional realm of its point centers. Okay. Now, 3 dimensions only see a box because they have 3D perception and they're not awake. You're not awake. Not awake. But the thing is, even though you're not awake like this, you're going to see everything different in a human point of view. Once you start seeing space, your chakra formations open and your crown chakra opens. Okay? And it expands and it becomes spiritual. Okay? This is way, way back, my other videos. You guys have to pay attention. See? Spiritual. Not awake, spiritual. It expands. Once it opens, everything comes alive. And then this cube becomes a dimension of a Rubik's cube through its matrix cube. Okay? And then you can color it because you're using waving patterns, using connection waves of all patterns through radio signals. Radio signals. Okay. So basically, you've taken this. This is a 3-dimension. Okay. There's just here the point centers, but point centers are up here too. So I use coloration. Okay. So you got how many rectangles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you got 8 subdividing lines of alignments. Okay. Each one resonates on a dimension. 1 dimension, 2 dimension, 3 dimension, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Those all the way up to 9 dimensions. And then it paraphrases into communication waves. Once it goes into communication waves, then you get into patterns. Okay. Then the coloration. Coloration comes from the matrix. Okay. Matrix, coloration, it's colored in, and the communication waves. Okay. Remember I was telling you about the defrag to the fragments, how it circulates through its rotation of its activation through the harmonic system, how it becomes a green center. Well, the matrix is the green, right? But there are colorations there because every pixel has a different dimensional realm of its chakra formation through the body and ecosystems of its pixels. So the pixels is the connection to the body system. So you have 9 dimensions. You subdivide your lines through the alignments, and you get full connection waves through the spiritualism. That's what it looks like. Okay. And then you can allocate it and put it in location. So that's basically what it is, really. You know, it's pretty similar to the one here, where this is more of a definition. Okay. That's how it starts, once you understand the communication waves. Okay. But it's also understanding perception. You have to understand perception. Perception is number one when it comes to 3 dimensions. Okay, because you live in a 3-dimensional world, but we don't live in a 3-dimensional world anymore. Thing is, if you don't meditate, meditation gives you everything. Okay. And you guys are always going to have questions. Always. Okay. And you're going to start asking yourself, why I have all these questions? How do I get the answers? Meditation gives you everything. Okay. Focus on that. That's going to give you everything. I put out over 250 videos. You guys should have a clear view of what's going on. We've gone past the 3. We've gone past the 4. We are no longer in the 3 dimension. We're no longer in the 4th dimension. We're coming in the 5th dimension, changing the vibration through its balance and its frequency of its harmonic systems. So, and these things take time. So once you understand, meditation becomes very real through the spiritual world. Spiritual world. You are a spiritual person in a human world, not a human in a spiritual. That's when you understand its full winds through its cycle winds of everything through its force winds. Spiritual realm. Okay. Spiritual realm becomes very real. Okay. And then your perception changes and everything around it. Okay. So talking about 3 dimensions no longer exists. If you don't meditate, you're not going to move yourself forward, plain and simple. So basically, this is the crown chakra. It opens up to the center. You already know that. Okay, you're meditating. So it's like this. When he's meditating, okay, crown chakra opens and it goes into the spiritual realm, and then you get connected with the higher self. Okay, this is basic stuff. This is A, B, and C. Okay. So, you know, meditation gives you everything. And then you guys are going to start asking less questions because you're getting more answers through your own body and ecosystems. So hopefully that gives you a better understanding too, because everything through its cycles has low, medium, and high divisions. So Marigold, you have to be more informative with me. You have to be more for me to understand, because my mind and brain lives in the matrix systems, okay, through the connection waves of everything, through its cycles, and it's low on high, extremely high divisions of its harmonic systems. So you have to be specific with your questions. And I've had a lot of fans ask me that too, like, okay, so it's very important to know these things. But everything is time. Everybody will eventually, understand everything through their systems. Let's see. Questions. Okay. I think I'm connected to a geometry. Yeah, we talked about that. Reflection. How's it going with your meditation? The people that go to the Mecca travel and circle around the black cube. Okay. If you're going through a black cube, you're connecting through space continuum, but you're not connecting through the matrix. Okay, because matrix is all coloration through its activation codes. Okay, so now you're being a little bit more specific. Okay. No, I know. It, not you, but I'm saying that you wherever you're getting your information from. Okay. You're saying the people that go to the Mecca to travel, how did you get that communication? Where did you get that? It's either from somebody or information from the news or information on I don't know, on YouTube. I don't know if you guys go on videos or whatever. It has to be extremely specific with me to understand. Okay. You're talking about people that go to a Mecca to travel into circles around the black cube. Okay, so it's not referring to you, but where did you get that information? That's what I was asking. You have to be specific. Millions of Muslims. Okay, Muslim is a tradition of their own clarity. Okay, they believe in their own systems and their own gods. Okay, so you're talking on a whole different aspect of things. Oh, so that's on the whole other world of knowledge and acceptance and everything around. But thanks for being specific with me. I appreciate that, because it's very important that I understand what's going on. They have their own resources, Maeve Gold. They have their own generation. They have their own belief system. Everybody has a different belief system. It's what you believe in, of its God system. Okay. So some reside on the positive and some reside on the negative. But, I know everything in the galactic system. So that's why I was, trying to figure out what you're talking about. But I'm getting a clear view now of what it is. That's just communication ways of distortion, destruction, negativity, So once you get an understanding of that, then everything can follow, But the most important thing is to really just communicate with yourself. Really try to get your communication with your meditations. Try not to focus on other things around you. Try to focus on just yourself. Once you master yourself, then all the answers will come to you through the inner and outer of its child. So So reflection, it's been good noticing trembles around my body when I meditate recently. That's great. So you're getting connection with your energy. That's awesome. And I saw a video of a mosque with the black cube and a misty cube coming out of it. Okay. You have to understand what you're resonating with. Okay. Remember, you have to know what's good vibration and what's bad vibration. You guys have to understand your energy fields. You have to understand your energy cycles. You have to, and all divisional levels of your vibrational signals. You have to know communication ways. You have to know waving patterns. You have to know electronic interference. There's so much you have to know. Okay. So you're giving me videos of stuff that relates to a black cube. Okay. Black cube doesn't have any light. Black cube is a black cube. So if you have a black cube in space, you're seeing nothing but black. It has to radiate from something. It has to communicate from somewhere. Okay. So like I said, I don't know this information that you're getting from a black cube. You saw this video. To me, it sounds dark. Okay. Don't resonate around dark energy. Resonate around light energy. So concentrate on yourself. Most important. You give me questions about stuff that doesn't exist to me. I only live the active life in the galactic system. If you give me something like this, there's no meditation, there's no significance to this. This doesn't make any sense to me. I'm talking about a black cube. Black cube is a black cube. Okay? That's all it is. Black cube. You color it in. It's all black. Where's the light formations? Where's the radiation? Where's the communication waves? Where's electronic interference? Where's the plasmasium force systems? Okay? This is a black cube. Okay? It doesn't resonate in the galactic system. Okay? It doesn't exist. Okay? That's a black cube. Now, if it's in space, you won't see it. So how is any alien information supposed to communicate with the black cube? Alien formation? Okay. How's it supposed to communicate with the black cube if it can't understand its point centers? Because everything has a point center, but there's no illumination. Okay? Can't see it. It has to resonate around electronic interference and harmonic system. So basically, anything black is negative. Okay? Negative. So everything's positive in the galactic system, guys. Okay? Nothing resonates negative in the system. It's not allowed. It's prohibited. It doesn't exist. Okay? That's using your thoughts. This is what everybody's doing. Okay? In retrospect, yeah, it is in the 3D world, but I'm just saying in the galactic system, it doesn't exist. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I know nobody's resonating with that, and that's a relief. But here you have, okay, here you have a TV. Okay, now here's the TV. And you're communicating with the TV. Okay. It doesn't matter what you're watching. Okay. Now you have to understand your communication waves. Okay, you're communicating with the TV. Okay. Now that's processing data into the brain. Data processing. Okay. That's data processing, whatever you're watching, right? Once it commutes, it goes into the subdividing lines of its subconscious. Conscious. Subdividing it into the subconscious. Okay. Now that's stored into the back of the brain. Back of brain. Okay. So that's stored in the back of the brain. Now, the communication waves is everything through its positive and negative. You have the positive and you have the negative. Positive wire and negative wire. This is good though, because this is going to help us both out. I'm going to show you how powerful it is. Communication waves are through the positive and the negative wire. Okay, so the communication waves of the higher self, of the galactic higher self, is data processing information from the television. Okay, from the television. Okay, now what happens is when you're subdividing all those subconscious, it's going through its circulation and its rotation, because everything is on a tremendous force. So when you have that processing information inside you, you're going to take it either positive or negative. Okay? It all depends on how you relate to your body and ego systems. Okay? Okay, so now, I'm sitting down watching. Okay, so you're sitting down and you're watching TV, and you decide to put on something positive. Now, your endorphins kick in, your energy cycles kick in, your energy systematical systems kick in, your activation of your frequencies of its harmonic systems and its pixels kick in. So everything through the brain puts a smile. Okay, puts a smile on your face because it's negative. It's positive, right? And you're looking at it like, wow, this is great. Now, your communication waves, okay, your communication waves are communicating on a higher frequency because you feel good. Okay? On a higher frequency. And the energy automatically goes into you. It high rises your system, like reflection. Okay? Reflection, he's relating to his body, he's getting connected with his higher self. So that energy goes into you. Okay? Goes into the body and the ego systems, goes through the whole body, and it activates all its body. Okay? So it's energy that goes into you. Energy that goes into you. You're still watching TV, but you're understanding that you're on a higher frequency level of its energy. Now, once you're on that higher frequency, you are now getting connected with your energy cycles. energy cycles. You're getting connected with your energy cycles. And once you get connected with that, what happens is that your day will go better because all those frequency levels are on a positive wire. So once it's on a positive wire, your connection rides through its meditation. So everything through its energy is information. So if you're thinking of something positive, that's going to relate through the subconscious, and it's stored in the back of your mind. So as soon as you go outside, you're going to think, oh, wow, that's a great program. You feel good about it, right? If you relate on the dark, negative wire, you create the opposite. Your body and ecosystem changes through a higher frequency, just like the frequency levels when you're on the positive, the dark also can have a higher frequency. So you resonate through that, through your energy fields. Okay? As your energy fields. Now you can't see it, but once you understand it, it absorbs everything around you. Now, if somebody comes out, a friend or family or whatever, or whoever you're with, they will pick up that vibration through your subconscious of what you're thinking, okay? Or what you have in your data processing through the energy, okay? Because once that energy goes in there, you're transferring energy, either good or bad, to the person next to you, okay? That's why it's extremely important to have the positive wire right into the negative. So this is tradition. I live day by day with Mexico City, so those bangs are just tradition for its Mexico City. Don't worry about it. But hopefully you get a better understanding of what it is. Okay. So where you guys get this information, is it important to you? If it's not important to you, don't relate with it. Okay. You're coming to me with information that has no significance to the galactic system. But I'm just showing you the difference between positive and negative, how important it is on how you think on a day-to-day basis with your positive and negative feeds. So look at that one more time. Okay. And back it up here a second. But you know, there's a lot going on, you know. I mean, that's, you guys have to know everything. Okay. Clear wind of that. Understand everything through its positive and negative. Okay. I don't watch news. Why? It doesn't relate to me. I don't need to watch it. I only watch stuff that's positive. I don't watch negative stuff. Yes, I watch action, but it has purpose because it connects with me, right? And my energy force, because I'm also an actor. So I only relate to positive things. I don't relate to negative. It doesn't reside with me. So once you guys understand that, you understand how important it is just to worry about yourself and not everything around you, because everything around you is what I'm doing. I'm balancing everything out through its vibration, its frequencies. And there's going to be chaos. There has to be, because of its reactions to everything through its atmospheres, its ground formations, cloud formations, and its electronic interference. Everything, the galactic system and the matrix and its shapes, okay, through its activation codes. So that's what it is, you know. Once you guys get a true understanding, you know, that alone is research. Be careful what you watch. Be careful of the information that's given to you. You guys communicate with everybody every day. And once you're communicating, you're putting energy into you. Now it's from somebody else, from a voicing grid of somebody else that has dark energy. You should be able to understand what dark energy and positive energy is. Now, if you have a dark person putting dark energy into you, you have to understand it doesn't resonate with you. So don't communicate with that. Don't put that in your subconscious, because now it's sit into your computer systems. So all positive. Exactly. So let's see, Janet went to San Francisco yesterday, received energy healing yesterday with the Indium crystal metal disc, heart chakra, and solar plex to help clear and balance energy frequencies. Finally slept last night. Well, that's good. Anything will help you out. Anything helps you out, Janet. That's what you want. You want to cleanse those chakra formations, keep the healing going. Cleansing is the most important thing when it comes to the body and the ego systems. So, yeah, like watch it back and try to understand, because it all relates with you and your life systems. Everything has a life system. As soon as you put on that TV, you're communicating with its waving patterns, whether it's good or bad. So you got to ask yourself, is this going to help me? Am I going to gain anything from this? Am I going to be able to move forward with this information? Or is it just entertainment? That's fine too. But try to think of it as a positive, because if you put negative, you create negative around other people. So. Yeah, there is a lot of meditating, Janet. A lot of energy waves, yeah. That's going around through its atmospheres right now. So. You have to take all that negative energy out of you, man of gold. You have to have your belief systems. You have to believe in the healing. You have to believe in your meditation. You have to meditate every single day. Connect with your archangels. Connect with your angels. Use your descriptions. Understand everything that's happening through Mother and Gaia. Communicate with them. Communicate with yourself. Master yourself. Okay? Healing is not just healing. It's everything behind the healing. You have to understand everything that's happening with yourself. That's how it heals. Everything can be healed. Okay? You just have to be positive. Okay? I mean positive in all aspects of your life and your physical life and your healthy life. You want to be healthy? Become healthy. You want to be happy? Become happy. Right? Positive, 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 positive. Always positive, no negative. Okay? As soon as you put negative thoughts in there, you're going back to its negative system. And that's what the negative wants. It wants to come in. It wants to take over your body and ego system. It wants to create that dark realm. Okay? So really focus on that. Reflection. Could you help my mother? She low rises on dark forces right now. Your mother. Mother, dark forces. Okay. Yeah. There's entity force in her right now. She's creating a dark vibration. She's having bad dreams too. Okay, I'll subdivide her lines, change all her frequencies level, bring up her DNA structures, upwinds her cycles, all circuitry levels of its harmonic system, and everything through its uprising system. So she should be feeling a little bit better now. It's easy to take dark force out if you know how to use its elements through everything vibration. You have dark vibration, you can take it out by understanding its DNA structure. No problem. No problem at all. But it's very important when you guys are healed is to make sure that you meditate. Okay, make sure you cleanse your bodies like Janet's doing, you know? I get your motors running, but you have to keep the motor running. That's what it is. And you can't do that by negativity. Okay? Focus on yourselves. Everything is going to balance out through its vibration. So, that's hard to recommend. Yeah, that's the thing. When somebody's healed and they want to go back to their original state, is because they're confused with the mind and the brain, because they don't understand its acceptance. They don't know how to move forward. They don't understand their perceptions changing. Their body and ecosystem is going through transformation and meditation for the first time of its spiritualism. People get scared. They get afraid. So they go back into the dark realm of its negativity, of its wires. So the best way to do that is to just tell her to, change her mind, change her brain, change her thinking, change her doing. Try to keep her positive. Try to get her to meditate. Cleanse those chakra formations. So, see, the thing is, too, Mago, you have to understand, okay, you communicate with so many people. Actually, everybody communicates with so many people because we communicate with different people every day. And they reside on different elements of their energy waves. Everybody has an energy wave. Everybody resonates on a positive or negative wire. You have to understand your vibration. You have to understand the energy around, okay? You have to understand their voicing grids. You have to understand your voicing grids. You have to understand their positive, and you have to understand their negative. Okay, that's how you get balance. Okay? So you got to ask yourself, are you asking or are you telling me? Is he a positive in your life? Okay, because it says he is positive in my life, but other people, don't listen to other people. Like I said, don't let other people resonate with you unless it's a positive. It's very hard to understand energy and vibration and frequencies and harmonics. I mean, that's everything to the body and ecosystems, okay? It's all communication through the galactic system, through the harmonics as we talk, but, through our voicing grids, but through the mind and the brain. But anyway, you're asking. It seems to me that he's a deterrent. He's kind of like a person that needs to correct his own life. Now you're saying other people are saying that he's a plant. Well, what are you saying to yourself? Okay. Try not to focus on other people and what they say, because either a positive or they're a negative. It was a person calling themselves Mother who says they are galactic. Okay. So you're asking me, is he from the galactic system? It seems to me that it's hogwash. There's very few people in the galactic system. They said I was a commander and the boyfriend is a CI plant. A CI plant. What's a plant? What are you saying? Are you saying planet? I don't know what a planet. A plant is basically a leafy planet that lives on oxygen levels through vibration. Agent. Yeah, but you say plant there, so that's where I get confused. Agent. Yeah. A CI agent. They said I was a commander and the boyfriend is a C. Yeah, so you're listening to stuff that doesn't relate to you. Okay. So I think he's bad vibes. Maybe you should focus on yourself. See, I don't resonate with other people and what they tell me, because if they're going to say that, I'm this and that, I'll say, okay, fine. To each his own. Now, this is an interesting question, because when you're communicating with this person, how do you know they're telling the truth? How? How do you know? If you can heal somebody and make them see the galactic system, make them see what's really out there, then they'd start believing you. Okay? Because there's a lot of people that connect in so many ways. They're saying that they're this and they're saying that they're that. Okay? They're saying what they're always saying because they don't know what they're saying. Hopefully that makes any sense. So no. Yeah, I know of him. I know of him. Yeah. But he doesn't resent with me, so it doesn't bother me. But you're going to ask yourself too, where is your believing? Okay? If you know who you are, then you won't question of who you are. Now, these people are saying these things, but to me, it's not true. Okay? So just be careful on who you communicate with, okay? If you really want to know everything through the galactic system, May of Gold, just come to me, okay? Please. That goes out to everybody else, please. If you have questions about the galactic system, please come to me, okay? Don't resonate on other channels that are negative wires. Don't resonate with communication of other people that say these things, okay? So... But, these are pretty fascinating questions. I mean, these are questions I've never seen before or heard before. But like I said, try to just focus on yourselves. Really don't focus on the news. Just focus on your meditation. Focus on getting forward. Nobody is going to bring you forward unless you bring yourself forward. And the only way to do that is to meditate. Positive, always positive. If you have a negative, try to override the negative by meditating. If you're having a bad day, meditate. If you're having an argument with a friend, meditate. If you can't go to sleep, meditate. That's what it is. It's the answer and prayers to everything. Okay? Hopefully that helps. Because you guys are giving me questions that pretty much don't relate to anything, because it's fictation. It's fantasy fiction. Yeah, I've been everywhere, Cyrus. Yeah. Yeah. I have communication ways with all alien formations. I have to, because I'm the highest form of the galactic higher self through the Samaronic systems. Well, Cyrus isn't a planet, first off. It's a civilization of a solar system of a new vibration. Okay, so it resides on a different galaxy of its systems. That's what that is. Anybody else have any more questions? It's in a galaxy system through another parallel of its dimension. Everything has a protection reflection, so they only reveal that to people that are related to its vibration signals. Like I said, everything has a mystery. Everything, everything through its identity force, okay, only reflects to know its communication of its radio signals. You have to understand everything through its communication and its harmonic systems before you can understand everything through its beings, Neptune, any other galaxy system, planet, solar system, Saturn. Like I said, there's father and brother and sister planets, Mother Gaia, sister planets, brother, sister planets. So they all are related through their communication. And their identity force is not yet to be seen. Okay? Because you see me in a human vessel, but what you don't see is the real me. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Because that's taken away someone's identity. You don't do that in the galactic system. You know what I mean? You keep it a mystery. Unless they want to. But you have to be on their vibration to communicate with them. It has waters continuing, yeah. But every planet resides on a different vibration through their harmonic systems. Okay, so archons. That's related to the angelic realms. Anything through its arch, anything through its astral realms, everything through its connection, everything through its They're guards. They're guards in the angelic realms. Who is Simon Parks? Trying to connect to it because you and Simon, I don't know who Simon Parks is, told me I was from there, but I never knew this stuff. Well, that's it. Try to get informed with your galactic family. It's very important, man, of gold, that you get more significance on what's going on through the galactic system. Try to get connected with your communication waves and your vibrational signals. The only way you get the answers is to meditate. So that's the only way you're going to be able to communicate through your higher self of all communications. So reflection, where are you getting all this information? Jakob? I'm positive you're there. Google. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't understand human point of view. Sorry. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't relate with that. I only relate with stuff that's in the galactic system. Pyramids on other planets? There's pyramids all around in solar systems, and there's so many harmonic waves through its patterns of pyramids. There's pyramids in Mexico City. There's pyramids in Mexico. There's pyramids in Texas. There's pyramids all over. There has to be, because they're communicating through the galactic system, because we're using our own space odyssey through its DNA structure of its matrix and its grid systems. So we need those pyramids for activation codes. Okay, it comes into the crop circles. So we use those numbers and shapes for communication. But yeah, there are pyramids on other planets, but they're different shapes. No, I wouldn't try to lucid dream, Marigold. I think you have to get more connected with your meditation. You have to get more connected with mastering yourself. Try to understand your dream awakening, because you are a light formation, okay? And the hardest thing that you can do is to communicate with your higher self and understand what the higher self wants you to do, because it relates to everything through its life source, through its life force, through its connection force. And everything comes to balance, you know? But try to get more connected with your galactic family, and they'll give you the answers you need. Oh yeah, of course. You want to go. The more you go to a higher vibration, the more you communicate with higher intelligence. So when you meditate, try to do that. Just go further. Just try to understand everything through what you're doing, you know? Because you're high rising right now. But I do appreciate the questions. It's just that some questions don't relate to me because, like I said, I don't live on Earth. I don't live on the galactic Earth. I live in the galactic system. My brain lives in the galactic system, and its mind through its frequencies. Everything through the matrix. Okay, my cortex, my subconscious is no longer subconscious. It's the conscious of the matrix and its grid system. Hopefully you guys can understand that. No, everything through it's 3D. Any question is great to have because I'm learning a lot from you as you're learning a lot from me. But what I'm saying is that there's a lot of stuff out there that's not true. And it's very hard to prove if you don't know how to prove. You know what I mean? How to prove. Can you prove to me that I'm from this system? Can you prove to me I am this identity force? Can you prove to me that this is going to happen to me through my meditation? People say a lot of stuff. You're not going to believe it. I don't believe anybody on what anybody says to me because I know the truth. And that's the most beautiful thing when you're in the galactic system. Everything high rises through its lights, through its power energy. Your energy is so powerful once you get connected with your galactic higher self. So, these bangs are music to my ears. Okay, I've been on an hour and a half. I usually stay on. I try to. It depends on the information that was given to me on a day-to-day basis through its energy systems, through the energy cycles, the body and ego systems. But a couple more questions and I'll head out. But it's not disruption. Nothing's disruption. It's just understanding yourself and not worry about everybody else. You know, questions that are given to you on a day-to-day basis. I mean, you believe it or not, try not to be gullible. Gullible is the worst thing that you can do because if it's negative, that's going to go into your brain and that's going to sit in there 24/7. And all that's going to do is expand and it's going to take over the light formation and it's going to create a dark vibration. You don't want that. Take that negativity out. Go away. Go away. I've seen people healed by energy healers, and the healer performs these symbols. Could you explain that? Anything through its relation of symbols, anything through, they use those drums, the things that go, that's communication waves, that's energy waves, that's atmospheres. Those people are connecting with space continuum. That's voicing, okay? It's patterns. It's activating. It's going round and round. So everything through its symbol is activation, through its communication, and everything through its radio signal. Okay? So that's how these healers are performing. So they'll do an energetic voicing grid, and you'll feel the energy go into you because it's vibration that's going into your vibration. See what I mean? It's energy wave going into you through the sounding of its mechanism. I see it all the time. Like I said, if they understand the system, yes, it's positive. If they don't understand the system, don't relate to it. But the hardest thing that you can do is to understand your energy. And that's why a lot of people have trouble. It's because they don't understand their vibration. They don't understand their frequency levels. Like, does anybody here know what frequency level they are at? Are you at low, medium, or high? That's what I mean by communication, right? You can't communicate with a plant if you don't know its vibration. You can't communicate with the ground formations if you don't know its vibration. You can't communicate with the cloud formation if you don't know its vibration. You can't communicate with galactic solar sun planet star system if you don't know its vibration. So, yeah, meditate. That's the only way you get your answers to all its communication of its radio signals. So, Anyway, I hope that helps out in the diagrams, extremely informative of what's going on with the planet systems. It's very important to understand where you reside from and try to get connected with your galactic family. So, and, really, really try to absorb those diagrams I show you. These things are going to help you along the way. It's extremely informative. So question and comments are great. Just leave everything through my profile, and thank you again for watching my channel. This is Andrew Weston, resonating all solar systems, planets, intelligence from the galactic system of the energy core, high rising on so many divisional levels through its matrix and its grid systems of its energy systematical magnesium polarized systematical systems. Calling it. Adios. Ay caramba.